I like to do it like this. I push down with my hand and I use my other hand to add the extra strength I need, and then I pull back. But I've had a lot of people tell me that this is hard for them when they have a lot of clay. So try the elbow and the forearm if you can't do it this way. And I agree, this uses more energy. You have to work a lot harder doing this than you do when you just kind of lean on. Because when your arm is here, you're really just using your body weight. You could be quite small and not very strong and bring that clay out. I'm just using my pinky. This time I'm kind of pushing it out there towards 4 o'clock, 3, 4. Kind of show you another variation on that. I always keep an eye on this edge. I just want to make sure it's not folding over. Mine's not. It's in great shape. It's nice straight wall out there. Got a little peel coming off. Okay, let's bring this down a bit out here. I'm going to take my wheel speed down a click. I'm pulling out. And now I'm going to push down on the edge. I'm going to check this. That feels great. Put a thumb. I'm resting my thumb up against the bat and the edge of the clay right now. And I'm pushing down. That does the same thing that the finger over here did before. It forces it down onto the bat. What I don't want is I don't want this clay to roll over and trap a circle of air underneath there, because that's just going to make a mess. When you turn it over to trim it, you'll just see this air pocket there as you start to trim. Not good, and it's going to make the rest of the throw, if you do that, really difficult to do well. So I always want to make sure it's going down and back. Now I'm just going to compress. And the idea of compression is just tighten everything up down there. It's supposed to help prevent cracking, particularly on these really wide pieces. Now this clay, this is B-Mix, which doesn't have grog in it. It's very smooth. So it's not ideal for platters. Do they work? Yeah, they do. But I lose a lot more to cracking with this clay than I do any other clay I use. If I use a clay with a little bit of grog in it, then my loss percentage drops dramatically. I used to use one clay specifically for all of my platters because I didn't really lose anything. And it was kind of a medium to medium high sort of grog clay. The only thing I didn't like about it is sometimes you'd see a little bit more of that rough surface as a result of all the grog. But I find even just kind of a light medium grog clay will work quite well. And this one, this might make it. If it does, it'll be beautiful because it's such a smooth clay. It'll glaze beautifully. Okay. Now, so I pull my splash pen back and I turn it because I want space here to work. As long as this doesn't rub anywhere, I'm in good shape. And here, I'm going to push down with my fingertip through the sponge, out on this outside edge, and dig into the wall ever so slightly. I didn't do that very smooth right there, but that's okay. Let's get this off, all this muck. It's probably making you dizzy watching. Okay, now I'm going to do a knuckle pull. Kind of an adjusted one, really. My fingertip is actually buried right at the edge of the wall there, straight down, and then I'm bending my knuckle so that I can push up this surface. Inside hand's going to push out and come up. And just get your wheel speed to where this outside wall is at a speed that you're comfortable with when you raise. We don't have anything inside here. Everything is down, so there's no worry about anything falling here. We just need to manage a wall, and it's going to be a short wall. Let's add some water. I'm going to do the same thing, driving my fingertip down, and now I'm going to climb with both hands together. But instead of my classic knuckle pull, I've rotated and I'm doing this sort of open-handed knuckle pull where I'm using this surface here, pushing everything to it and bringing them up together. Let's do another bit of water. Taking my wheel speed down a little bit now. And I'll have to keep doing that as this gets closer to the finish here. Okay. So here we've got a nice big platter. I could leave it like this, and to be honest, this is a great product. If you're going to start doing craft fairs, you can sell these all day. People love big serving platters. It's one of those products that Walmart doesn't do well. That they're not importing tons of Chinese large platters that look nice. The plates, very hard to compete with Walmart and Target, these big companies today that are importing super cheap plates. But platters you can definitely make, you can definitely sell. So good product. Okay, now I want to lay this out. Now, if you are worried that yours feels thin somewhere, it feels weaker, you could do one of two things. You could leave it the way it is, or you can wait to lay it out. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and just do it. I'm going to get the pan out of the way first. Wheel speed, really whatever you're comfortable with. I'm going to do kind of a medium slow. Just to show you again the way I was doing that raising, this is how my finger was positioned. And I had it out here at 3 o'clock. 12, 6, 3, 9 for me. So I was doing it like this. Now I just want to lay this out. So the inside hand is just going to apply pressure down and out. Outside hand is going to allow it to lean. Now if you want to, you can switch to fingertips for this. Use 3 fingers with a sponge and just let it come out. Or you can do the knuckle pull and just lay it out. So I'm pushing out with my fingertips. There we go. Touch the rim to thicken it up a little bit and use my hands away. Another style platter that sells really well. Open it out. You can also use these for wall hangings. If you finish it beautifully, it can be put up on a wall and it'll look gorgeous. So all I have left to do really is let it stiffen up a little bit. For this one, because I've laid it out, if I wanted to decorate this inside edge at all, I would wait till it dried a bit. I'd probably come back in an hour and do it. But just so you can see how I would do it, I bring my left hand across and rest it underneath. And I touch my tool over here at 3 o'clock. And you can see the line that cut in. I would also go through here and just clean all of this up. I might even make this more distinctive. By creating a little bit of an accent line here as well to decorate a little bit. And if you like to carve, this gives you a beautiful area to work right in through here. The rim, I would want to thicken this up just a little bit just by rounding it out a little bit with my sponge. But again, I would wait an hour to do that. There's no reason to race pots through at the end, particularly if you've got a lot of clay involved. It doesn't hurt just to wait a little bit of time, come back and work on it. Okay. I hope that helped. Have fun throwing these. These are great.